This is Kent. I just want to let you know about a couple things coming up for our youth leader teams for junior high and senior high. So you're all getting this little video message to remind you that we have leaders meetings coming up on the 15th and the 18th of April. So Monday night we'll have the junior high leaders, and Thursday of course will be senior high. And I guess I've been praying a lot and thinking a lot about these meetings. I don't have all the agenda made up, so I can't tell you everything or what the order will be, but I would like the tone of the meeting to be kind of a look back together over how we are doing ministry-wise, and if there's things that we could be doing to change moving forward in the future to be even more effective at what we're trying to do, which is to invite, challenge, and encourage students to pursue a personally owned and active faith in Christ. So if you have some time to write some notes, that would be my first request. Notes, N-O-T-E-S. If you're writing it down, but number one, notes. Because what that'll help us with is when we actually get together, you'll have something that you've thought of already, as far as things that we're doing well or things that we should stop doing or try changing. And so if you have some suggestions or comments, that'll be great. And I'll kind of lead us through a process, but I'd love it if you'd pray about that and be prepared to think about what's happened in the past, some of the things in the past year since September, I guess, that have been especially great or helpful or help us get where we say we're going, and maybe some things that aren't as good. And I have some ideas about that, but I'd be really open to what your thoughts about those things are. So if you could make some notes and come prepared, that would be great. I guess the second thing is the discipleship pathway. Discipleship pathway would be number 2. And I gave a copy of that out. I'll try to send it out again by email before the meeting. And basically what it is, it has the 3 stages. If you remember that little diagram with a circle, almost looks like a pigtail. And it has the 3 stages of people exploring faith, growing in their faith, and then centering on Christ. And I guess specifically what we were asked to do as staff is to work with our teams to plan for next fall to implement the discipleship pathway. And what the implementing means is to think through our programs and our activities and our approaches and strategies and make sure that we're asking, what are we doing to help people transition from having no faith into exploring faith, then from exploring faith into growing faith, and then from a growing faith into a Christ-centered faith. And so what we want to think about is, what are we doing, or what could we start up, or what should we change or repurpose so that we can effectively help people move in their relationship with Christ through what we do as a church. So that's kind of the idea. So the idea of movement and taking next steps between those different 3 phases. So yeah, that's kind of the idea, is to kind of think through that and start to make some plans and some movement toward the future. So if you have any comments about that, you can email me now. You can text me, have a conversation with me sometime before the meeting. But I would like you to do those 2 things. Take some notes. And the second thing is review the discipleship pathway so that we can have a good discussion about how we could implement that in the fall. And I just want to tell you again, I really appreciate your partnership in the work of the gospel, and your time you spend with youth is very important, and I just really appreciate everyone on our teams. I guess this would be number 3. It's sort of I want to be pressed. Well, yeah, I'd like to hear back from you, I guess. We will bring it up, I guess, at the meeting, would be to think about how you'd like to be involved next year. I'd really love it for you to continue on in the youth ministry role with us. So if we could have that conversation soon, that would be great. Just let me know what your future plans are. And the other thing to maybe go along with that would be, is if you know of someone else that should be on our teams or you think would serve well, I'd love to already be talking with them now about getting them signed up for next year and start that plan to protect process. So thanks. And yeah, do everything you can to make Christy feel welcome. She's new, so be nice to her and let her know who you are, and maybe spend some time with her. And I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks a lot.